Good afternoon, everyone. We will get started shortly. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for today's ApplyTexas Lunch and Learn session. My name is Anne-Marie Scarborough, and I'm the Education Technology Program Manager for ApplyTexas in the Division of College and Career Advising with the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. I'm joined by my colleagues Ronit Shaham, Product Manager for ApplyTexas, and Paul Gaucher, Product Manager for My Texas Future. The coordinating board and the ApplyTexas team understands and recognizes the need for additional communication to review the updates made to ApplyTexas. Again, this event will be recorded, and the recording will be sent out along with a full list of the deployment updates. So the purpose of these ApplyTexas Lunch and Learn sessions are to share information about the progress on the maintenance of ApplyTexas after each deployment. ApplyTexas deployments are scheduled every 6 weeks to improve technical and functional issues and incorporate enhancements and new features. During the Lunch and Learn, we will provide a demonstration of relevant items, new features, and enhancements to show you where changes have been made, and also provide information on what's on the roadmap for future improvements. I'm now going to turn it over to Ronit to review the latest updates to ApplyTexas.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. Hi, everyone. In today's product update, I'm going to review the key highlights from our recently completed development sprint, which was sprint number 5, followed by a preview of what we're working on in sprint 6. After that, I'm going to pass it over to my colleague Paul, who will review the new ApplyTexas and My Texas Future data sharing feature. Go next. So here are some of the key changes from Sprint 5, which was deployed on April 10. In the applicant portal, we added a manual entry fallback when the Google API cannot validate an address, ensuring applicants aren't blocked from proceeding. This improved accessibility for users and non-standard or recently established addresses. We're also now displaying the application ID at the top of the confirmation screen after submission to help applicants easily reference their submission when seeking support. This minimizes confusion and streamlines follow-up communication. We refined the language on the payment page to make instructions clearer and reduce misinterpretation. This helps applicants better understand payment expectations and next steps. And finally, for the applicant portal, we enhance input validation for personal information fields in the About You section of the core questions to catch any formatting issues early and guide applicants in real time. The improvements also aim to reduce incomplete or incorrect submissions. Next, in the admin portal, we introduced a new bulk EDI file download feature that allows administrators to export multiple records at once. The download can be filtered by criteria such as date range or application status, streamlining data transfer to institutional systems and reducing manual effort. And lastly, in the counselor portal, we limited the counselor login accounts to a single email variation regardless of capitalization. to streamline access and account management. This simplifies account access and reduces login confusion. We also fixed the download application data and download financial aid data buttons, resolving prior failures with downloading student applications and financial aid data. Here's a quick walkthrough of some of the features. Here you can see in this screen, we've added a new EDI download feature in the application search alongside other download options like CSV and JSON. We've collapsed all the download options under one dropdown. We know admin users are already familiar with this page for file exports, and they can use the filters to focus on specific terms and dates. Just like the individual EDI download, only transmitted applications can be downloaded in an EDI file. Next. In a redesign of the payment page, we're highlighting and reiterating the fact that payment is done through the school, while still providing information about necessary payment. Future iterations will include conditional designs and instructions for schools that don't require payment. And lastly, in next page. Yes, we've added the application ID in a more prominent location, as we've heard students were having a hard time retrieving their IDs post-submission. We also added the admissions office info front and center to make it easier to find and align the design with other pages. We'll now go over some of the upcoming features in Sprint 6. For the applicant portal, we're going to restrict the high school list to US schools only and display the city and state to make the selections faster and more precise. This change helps standardize data and reduce errors in school reporting. In the admin, we've added a date filter to save not submitted status on the application search, introducing date range filtering to applications that are saved but not submitted, allowing admins to track applicant activity over time. This aids in targeted follow-up and outreach effort. And then in the counselor suite, we're improving user permission search functionality, refining the search tool within permission sections to return more accurate results and reduce lookup time. These are all the updates from me today. I'm now going to hand it over to my colleague Paul to review the new My Texas Future data sharing feature.
Thanks, Renee. As said, I am the product manager for My Texas Future. If you're not familiar, it is sort of a sister product to ApplyTexas. We invite students and adults to prepare for their college journey. Students can put in their academic information and see what schools they might automatically be admitted to. They can research programs that are available at various colleges. They can research careers that they might want and work backwards toward what might get them there. A new feature that we have launched just recently is the ability to take any profile information in My Texas Future that's common to the core questions and push it over into ApplyTexas so that students don't have to fill that information out twice. Information that we collect, which is all optional, but many students do fill it in, would be some basic biography information, as well as extracurriculars, volunteer work, any work they do, several other things. So being able to push that information over from one into the other could, supply a nice advantage. So in order to do that, we've made it so that students can share a single account between each product. And that's kind of the method by which they're able to push that information over. I'm going to give you a little tour of how that works. Next slide. So this is the top of the profile screen in My Texas Future. When a student logs in, they will see a banner that says either your information is synced with ApplyTexas, that means that what is in one product is in the other exactly the same. Or it'll say that your information is not synced and invite you to make that change. That slide. This is essentially what that looks like. So you can see behind here, this user is editing their About You screen. You can see gender, race, ethnicity, foster care, all of the information that's included in the core questions mostly will be offered in My Texas Future so that it'll be easier for students to push it over. All right. Before doing that, we'll have the opportunity to review and confirm. Students can push over this information section by section, one part of their profile or all of it. This can add up to quite a lot of information if they've filled out everything, which is why we think this provides a lot of value. Upon syncing that information, you'll get a little success banner at the top to make sure that you know that it's working. Can sometimes take a few minutes before the information populates in ApplyTexas. But at that point, you'll be able to click a little button to send you straight to ApplyTexas, where you can see that the core questions have already been filled with your slide. You can see the core questions have already been filled with the information put in there. Next one. So, okay, yeah, great. So if a student is in ApplyTexas and realizes, hey, I filled out a lot of this stuff already in My Texas Future, they don't have to go to My Texas Future to get that information. They can also pull it from ApplyTexas. And this is the same journey, just in reverse. Next slide. You can see it. It looks pretty much the same with this confirmation screen, with this little success banner when they're done. That information, no matter where you start from, My Texas Future or ApplyTexas, your information goes from My Texas Future to ApplyTexas. It doesn't ever go the other way. We won't have a situation where students are sending their info away from ApplyTexas and don't know it. That is a basic rundown of how that feature works. All I have. I'll hand it back to you, Anne-Marie.
Thank you, Paul. I'm quickly posting in chat for everyone the link to the redesigned ApplyTexas website. So you can actually find resources for ApplyTexas on our redesigned ApplyTexas webpage. Here you can sign up for communications, find past communications, webinar recordings and slide decks, maintenance updates, and instructional videos. The agency continues to provide regular ongoing communication regarding special announcements, maintenance updates, and trainings. Again, you can sign up to receive communications by completing a form on the redesigned ApplyTexas webpage. It's under Register for Updates at the bottom of that webpage. And as a reminder, for technical help and questions regarding ApplyTexas, please visit the ApplyTexas website and click on Contact Us to find the link for the ApplyTexas Help Desk form. I'm also going to post the link to that in chat for everyone. For institutions with proposed changes to ApplyTexas, please submit the ApplyTexas change request form found on the screen or in chat. I'm dropping it now. That concludes our session for today's second ApplyTexas Lunch and Learn series. Thank you again for joining us today. The next Lunch and Learn will be held later in May after the next maintenance update, which is currently scheduled for next Thursday, May 8th. We will send that RSV information when it's available, so please be on the lookout for that invite. As long as you register for the updates on the redesigned ApplyTexas website, you will get access to that invite. Thank you all again. We truly appreciate you joining us for today's session.